Oh, that's
Hey JC, is the opportunity to play games like this, these kind of marquee matchups, part of the reason why you wanted to come to Alabama?
Yeah, definitely. Just the opportunity, like you said, to play in games like this, biggest games of the season, one of the biggest of the season, definitely the biggest of the week to us. That's why you came here. You want to be in these big games, go against the best teams, and have the opportunity to prove yourself on why you're here. So yeah, definitely one of the reasons why I came out though.
all right, Charlie.
Just after getting a chance to review the film, how do you think the offensive line played on Saturday?
I think we did good. I think it was a great start. I think there's a lot of areas to improve in though. Be more consistent, pad level, finishing blocks and straining. But yeah, I definitely think it's a good start. Obviously, like I said, there's things we can do to be better.
To the left with Nick Alvarez.
I got a two-parter for you. One, I saw that you tweeted out kind of your goals for the team in the season on December 31st last year. Were you intentionally waiting for New Year's Eve to drop that?
Nah, it's just been on my mind, honestly, for the longest, going into, or really just halfway through the season. And just seeing how I matched up with other people in my position and seeing the competition out there, I knew that I needed to take more advantage of the opportunity that I have right now. Not saying that I did it previously, but just make sure every chance I get to showcase why I'm the best, just make sure I do it every single play. So just kind of let it be known that that's the standard of what I am.
What do you think allowed you to develop that mindset, kind of being goal-oriented?
Honestly, just that's always really who I've been from since I was little. Anything that I do that I have a passion for, I always want to be the best at, and that's one of the reasons why I went to IMG to play against a high level of competition and being in an environment that's going to push me to my limit every day. That's another reason why I come to Alabama, to be in that same environment at the college level and go against guys like Will Anderson, Dallas Turner, Braswell, so on and so forth.
Back, Mike.
Penalties were obviously an issue last year, against Texas. Just what went into having fewer penalties in this past game, the opener, some pre-snap penalties especially?
Just being disciplined, understanding the game plan, being more intricate in how you prepare for every single game and every single play. You want to understand that every single play has details within it that a yard or two off can be the difference in a play being successful or not. And penalties kind of put you behind the track, and the scheme might be a little off now because instead of it being 2nd and 7 or 2nd and 6, it'll be 2nd and 13 or 14, whatever it might be, depending on the penalty. But yeah, I know I was one of the guys on the team who had a lot of penalties. Now my goal is just to be disciplined and just be locked in on every single play.
Front with Nick Kelly.
You had a block in the first quarter where you watched a guy like 15 yards the sideline kind of thing. First of all, how did that feel? And second off, what was kind of the mindset behind that block?
Just to finish and dominate. It was the first game, so obviously everybody was going to be a little bit fatigued because we haven't had a game in obviously so long because it was the off season. But just to showcase that our goal is to dominate as a unit, and our goal is to be the best out on the field at all times. So just plays like that, just showing that no matter what game is the first one or whatever it might be, fourth quarter or overtime, whatever it is, that we're going to dominate every single play.
Stay up front, tension.
Two-part question. First, yourself stepping into a role as a veteran, how have you seen yourself improve in terms of things off of the field, preparing, watching film, knowing how to watch film and implementing that into your game?
Yeah, as far as preparation goes, understanding that there's guys looking up to you and there's guys who may not acknowledge you verbally, but acknowledge your game and how you go about it. So even if I may be able to get away with doing something the wrong way or with the wrong technique, someone else, especially a younger guy, might be looking up to you and saying, okay, if he can do it, I can do it. And you never want to kind of put that mentality into the team. You kind of want to do things the right way, do it how they're supposed to be done, and just create a good environment for everybody so we can all succeed.
The second part of that is how have you tried to instill that wisdom into younger guys like, Caden, Tommy Booker, Terrence Ferguson, less experienced guys who are stepping into big roles themselves?
Yeah, and I think I really don't think experience kind of has anything to necessarily do with the preparation as much as it might be just the age you are. I know guys like Caden coming in obviously have no experience, but guys like Terrence Ferguson and Tyler Booker have little or a lot of experience. So even though they vary in different experiences, they are all mature and understanding of what they're supposed to do. So just being that guy that they can come to and ask like, hey, what do you do with this, or how do you get your body prepared for that? whatever the case may be. It's really just really the freshmen, because once after that freshman year hits, everybody is all the same essentially.
Stand from Tony.
How much improvement have you seen from the blocking abilities of the tight ends, and how do they really help you guys on those short yardage situations?
They were always great. Just understanding now that they know exactly where the ball's gonna hit, and they're just a lot more aggressive now. Like I said, they've always been great blockers, and they're always trying to finish. So just knowing what the success of the play is going to be at, if it's coming behind our blocks or if it's coming behind the D block with the right guard or right tackle or whatever case it might be, how crucial is their block. And yeah, they locked in on it. We do it every single day, and they're doing a great job.
Cody.
We talked to you in fall camp about your weight gain. Now that you got a game under your belt, how did it feel out there? Did you feel stronger?
Yeah, I definitely felt stronger for sure. Shout out to the strength and conditioning coaches all down there, just making sure we're in shape and we're where we want to be strength-wise. And yeah, I think as the season goes on, I know for a fact, like, just having the strength that I built up over the offseason is going to come in hand as games go by.
Front with Austin.
Yeah, the first touchdown, obviously the ball goes through Jalen's legs and he ends up running, I believe, around your side on the right. How do you adjust on a play like that when it turns into a free-for-all, and how fast did he run past you on that play?
So I think that play, we ended up checking it because I think they were blitzing, and we checked it to a full slide to the right, and my guy ended up going inside. So I stayed with him inside, and all I feel is him coming back outside. So that's when I think Jalen's going outside, and eventually I see him just break loose. So I'm confused as to why he did it. Obviously, I didn't know what happened or what he saw, and then after the film, I see how it ended up happening, and yeah, just adjusting to that, just understanding if a defensive guy is seeing something, he thinks he can get inside or maybe stay up the field. Just kind of got to stay with him and understand that if he's going that way, he's probably going that way because that's where the ball is. So just kind of mirroring off of that, it's like playing TV.
Two more, Charlie.
You guys have been watching film. What impresses you most about Texas's defensive front?
They're big, they're stout, they can run, and they're really active with their hands. They're a really great defensive line. They play great together, and they're in a really great scheme.
Last one, Nick.
Tyler Booker, I believe, said that he led the team with 7 knockdown blocking. I think he said you had 5. First off, is that true? Second off, what is that competition like between you two?
It's a really, it's competition. Whoever has whatever it is, it's that. It's not like neither one of us are going to be sore losers about it. You feel me? If he leads it, he leads it. If I lead it, I lead it. But we're always in competition. I think it was tied, but I feel like I watched the film myself. But it's competition. It makes us great. And if we're competing amongst ourselves to make us better and keep doing what we have to do, then obviously guys are either going to get with us or get left behind, and no one wants to get left behind. So yeah, but I think we're tied. That's that. So.
Thanks, JC.